everybody. So, I'm going to be designing a pointy head for Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. And she is from a fan story that I have called Escape from Planet Pointy Head. Pac-Man and his friends are all sent by the overlords to Planet Pointy Head. And they're all separated into 4 different tribes. Pac-Man and President Spiros went to you-know-whose tribe. Siley and Spyro went to the Water Tribe where they met Aurora and the character that I'm drawing right now, Athena. We'll get to her later. And Pac-Man's step-uncle, Circumference, and Aunt Spiria went to the Fire Tribe. Their leader is Ares, and I'll design him a few days later. And the Ghost Gang went to the River Styx and met the Pointy Head Ghost. They're all trying to reunite. Like I mentioned, Athena is the leader of the Water Tribe. I have a headcanon for the Pointy Heads in general that all of them have 3 separate tribes, but none of them knew that each other existed. So Athena met them, and she's the ruler of the tribe, and she's a water queen. She's the queen of the water. As you saw, I decided to start over with drawing Athena, and I am going to say that her design later on is going to be very, very complicated. If you want, I decided that I am going to be drawing a simplified version of Athena's outfit. So stay tuned for a simplified Athena outfit in the future. I know what you're thinking. If Pac-Man and his friends are separated into these 3 tribes, and the tribes didn't even know each other existed, how are they going to reunite? And what is Apex going to do to Pac-Man and Princess Heroes? Just calm down, calm down. The story is on my DeviantArt account. There is no fanfiction written for Wattpad or any other fanfiction writing websites. There is no written fanfiction. I just have art to tell you my stories. It's a show, not a tell. I decided to fully shade and render the staff that Athena has. All 3 of the pointy head tribe leaders have their own staff, weapons, and then Apex has his weapon, Athena has her weapon, and Ares has her weapon, his weapon. The reason why I decided to name Athena and Ares, it had this little headcanon that all three of the tribe leaders would have their names start with A, which was kind of a coincidence. All three of the tribes have their own source of power. Athena has this Aquastone on her staff. Ares, I'm not really sure. I really want him to have a blue firestone on his chest. And for Apex, because he doesn't even have clothes on, to actually have a little stone on his design either. Maybe he swallowed his own. Maybe he swallowed his stone. I forgot to mention some of Athena's personality. I imagine that she is a sole protector of her tribe and is very overprotective of the source of the power that's on her staff. And I imagine she didn't trust Siley and Spiral at the time, but ended up allying with them to help them find Pac-Man and the President. I was working on with the line art for Athena, but I also decided to give her something that pointy heads don't normally have. Gloves. That's right, I'm gonna give her some gloves. And they're gonna be translucent and sparkly just like her veil, which we will see later on. Like I mentioned, her outfit is very, very complicated. She has a top with a little shoulder sleeve thing that has little dangly blue fabric, and a skirt that has a under layer that is dark blue. Her main outfit is white and she has glittery eyeshadow. And there's a lot of other details that I can't even describe. Words can't even describe it. Like I said, I am going to be posting a simplified version of her outfit, which will be a few days after she is shown on my DeviantArt account, which is tomorrow. Once I am done with the liner, I am going to be moving on to coloring, and we are going to be moving on to shading. Originally, I was going to put her staff on the right side of her body. She's going to be holding it on the right side. But I decided that she's going to be holding it on the left side. I know that sounds a little bit confusing, but it'll make sense. And unlike the Silverstone, the winter tribe that Apex belongs to, Athena and some other of her water tribe actually have a tint, like a cool tone tint to their skin. Athena has a blue tint to her skin, and Aurora has a blue tint to her skin. I actually blend out a lot of the shadows on her skin to make it look more like a hue than shading. It's actually both. I actually found that the shadows and highlights on my skin in real life actually are sometimes not very hard. They actually are kind of blended in a little bit. Looking back on this video, I probably should have actually given her a soft highlight on her cheek, but I didn't. Both Athena's gloves and her veil are sheer sparkly fabric. Originally, I was going to make the glove purple, but I decided to change it to a muted blue. And I love, and I mean love, how her gloves and veil turned out. The shading on the back of Athena's cloak was pretty hard, and I didn't draw enough of the cloak in the back, so I decided to actually edit more cloak in the back to actually fill in that empty spot. Okay, we're at home stretch now. Time to shade the golden circles on her neck and on her belt. I'm going to be shading the forehead jewel on her crown. And I'm going to be adding some glowing effects to the staff to make it feel more magical. Looking back, I should have actually added some details on the part of the staff, the holding part, to actually make it more magical, but it's too late. I didn't do this for a very long time, but I decided to give her glitter eyeshadow because I love giving my characters glitter eyeshadow, despite not actually doing it a lot recently. And I decided to also give her a pink eye highlight in her eyes, but they ended up not being shown in the final result. With that, Queen Athena of the Aquastone tribe, the leader of the pointy heads, is done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!